Good. Okay, I'll keep reading. Where was I? I met Mohbad's dad there and I begged him not to bury him. But he told me that the corpse was a young man's corpse, Okuomode, and he can't just lay him down like that and be watching it. 2 days after the burial, Mohbad's dad called me on the phone and apologized to me. He explained that his son was a young man and he couldn't be watching his dead body on the floor. He said he wasn't in a right frame of mind that night. When I became his lawyer, I requested for the contract between him and Naira, and I got to know that there was no contract in existence. Mohbad was so concerned and worried about his royalties, but the Malians were not ready to give him. I am aware of the bullying he went through. There was a day Sam Larry went to the Elegushi beach where Mohbad and Zlatan were having a video shoot. What do you say? He interrupted the shoot and beat Mohbad. He had an injury on his body. When Mohbad went to the station to report, they said there was no concrete evidence. It was after his death that the viral video was posted. I will advise the court to invite the driver of the Prado Jeep. He will be able to shed more light on what happened at the Ikorodu show. Mohbad never wrote a will before he died. Gang.
Kò tí post it tán ni ó ṣì ṣìkù.
Gang. That's all.
Post me. No.
Wait, So all of it I said was Wunmi that released the video. Show Tama. Anyway, lejo.
Gbogbo video ani, you know what, just me wèrè yẹn tó ṣe. Wọ́n wá lọ mú video ibi tí Ọlọ́run ló mọ ibi tí wọ́n ṣe ń rí video yẹn, I don't know. Mi mọ̀ bí gbogbo wọn ṣe ní access sí gbogbo àwọn video yẹn. Video ibi tí nurse Mohbad gangan tó ti ń treat ẹ̀. Ọmọ yẹn bá gbé síbẹ̀. On treat lọ́wọ́.
They wanted to sell a wrong narrative.
Unfortunately, gold ear ni Mohbad gbé sí orí ńbẹ̀. Mi mọ̀ ìmíṣẹ́.
Ẹ̀yin gangan lẹ sọ fún wa lánàá.
Bóyá mò ń sùn gbà yẹn.
Okay, so for Mali, I signed Mohbad to my label in 2019 and we left Rito 2000.
There's no contract, àti Naira Marley ò ní contract.
I signed Mohbad to my label in 2019 and he left in 2022 September. Can you mute? We never had any fight or argument. The only issue he had was with Tunde, his manager. Their fight started from a group chat, which I still have the evidence with me. I tried to settle their differences, but it got out of hand to the extent that they got physical. I even gave Mohbad the option of changing his manager if that would make him happy. When they got physical, I didn't report to the police because it was Mohbad that employed Tunde. I have never threatened Mohbad, neither did I bully him. Sam Larry is a friend to both me and Mohbad. I never instructed him to be beating Mohbad. I never cheated him, neither did I exploit him. I requested for virtual hearing today because of my safety. I have received threats from people saying they will buy me if I ever show up at Ikorodu. Ever since Mohbad left my record label, I never set my eyes on him. I was not in Nigeria when he died. I only came back to Nigeria to support the case. After Mohbad left the label, we never had any relationship. The only time I ever met with Mohbad's dad was when he came to beg me over what Mohbad said on a live video, that if anything happens to him, it is the Malian label. And he came with one imam. Check Bonye. Baba Mohbad, you will like to read Mamu. Say Muslim lẹ́yìn náà ni. Ṣé lẹ́yìn náà fa lọ́dọ̀ Mohbad lọ́yọ́ tó kọ́ àṣẹ iná ní Mamu. Ó ti ẹ̀ ti dáa. Also, Mohbad came with his mom to beg. Even his girlfriend Wunmi too begged me, and I have the video evidence of this. When Mohbad was making the allegations that night, I don't know why he said such, because he was still under my label that time. I guess he was intoxicated that day or under the influence of something. After he made that video, I took him to the clinic for checkup because he was doing like someone not in his right senses. Mohbad terminated the contract between us before it expired, and I didn't say anything. I thought you said there was no contract. And I didn't say anything. I allowed him to go. It was on social media that I knew Mohbad died, when people were tagging me and cursing me. Are you sure? I know Wunmi to be Mohbad's girlfriend. She was living with him at the Malian house. It was a separate building from my own building. All the things Wunmi was saying at the interview that I threatened Mohbad were not true. She even said there was a time they were going to their house and they were waylaid by my boys. That was a blatant lie. She never said they were waylaid by your boys. She said they were waylaid by boys. Are you crazy? I have never done that to Mohbad. Why is Wunmi lying by mentioning my name? When Mohbad was alive, I never heard Sam Larry bullied him. It was after his demise that I saw the viral video of him and Sam Larry. Concerning his royalties, ever since Mohbad died, I have never spent one pin from his money. His money is still with me. I am waiting for the right person to come from his family so that I can give the money to the person. I would advise the court to arrest all the people that were with him 24 hours before he died. The people that invited him to the show and the people that were in the car with him. Alotiya Werelojo. Werelojo. That's the end of the news. That is the end of the news.
Bell. Part 3.
I've read everything now.
No, Naira Marley yẹn tó mẹ́ta. Check everything.
I said I have read everything.
All the 3.
Naira Marley Werelojo lójú mi wẹ̀lẹ́. Spending. Mohbad's friend Spending is present at the coroner court that is holding this money. I'm a poor man. Folashade to Yomi Fabi, you had the effrontery to arrest Adura. What did Adura do to you? It's Mohbad's case that will pay you. All your children will pay. You are using Mohbad's case to chase clout and dupe the public. You made Mohbad's mom to cry yesterday. You will surely pay for this. You will see what will happen to you before the end of the year. Go and ask about me. You are not a member of our family. Leave our family alone. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe máa fẹnu fi kọjá pinnu. Àwọn blogger kúkú ti bá yín kọ́ síbẹ̀. Yomi too has uploaded. Let me check his upload because I saw it just now. Okay, you uploaded his video from yesterday. Ẹjẹ yín wọlé tún gé country queen jẹ báyìí. When it comes to bullying. Ó tún ti ń pariwo. So guys, Shebi Baba Mohbad said he saw Imam in Mohbad's house. He was shocked. He too dey carry Imam up and down. Hey, pastor tó ń ṣe Imam tó ń ṣe babaláwo ó tiẹ̀ ti pé. Appearing at corona inquest. What is that about doing at corona inquest? Abẹ kó ṣì lọ ríwo wèrè ló mọ̀ pa bí idiot. Guys ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ ní panelist wí kankan. Ọ̀rọ̀ yín ti sú mi. Ọ̀rọ̀ yín ti sú mi. Mo bí tí mo fẹ́ rù yín lọ lálẹ́ ìbá mo fẹ́ rù yín lọ sí.
The castle.
It's my mouth. Why is this one screaming? She's always screaming like a mad person, Lilibet. Hey, boy, Lilibet, is your fault. Why did you not give her injection today? Emma fún your labere to deserve job. So why was Baba Mohbad surprised that he saw like Muslim clerics in Mohbad's compound? When it is like a tradition in their family that they do metalokon. Hey! Wow. Ọmọ yẹn tún bá mi ṣe
Dem afa to Mohbad. You know whether na they introduce them to Mohbad.
Good night. Now they talk so now
Monica,
it's something
good
that is a
evening.
normal thing in their house. They do metalocon, they do
Good
afa, they do
evening.
Isembaye, they do Christian.
Good evening.
Good night.
Mama Afa.
God forbid bad thing.
Mama Afa, good evening.
God
Have you
forbid bad
read
thing.
the nurse's deposition at the
Yes, we
inquest?
read it the day she did it now.
Oh, okay, okay. I just got it this night.
Deposition.
Yes, now.
Wow.
Not what they went to say in court, oh. The
Yeah, where
deposition,
did
the
you post it?
affidavit. The day of the inquest, Grexy said he waited behind to file for it, as in to get it. So he got it.
The CTC.
And not CTC, they always
Deposition.
file, yeah, affidavits now
Yeah.
before they start.
Where did you post it? Nimo Binyo, Momo.
I'll send it to you. I have to get off and send it. Someone sent it to me.
You have to get off. Why do you have to get off? Why do you not send it before you get on? Lilibet, Bija Sheman Lele you. This is why we quarrel a lot.
So basically, everything she said, the part that
Wá ṣeré Bísí mi dá tèmi nìkan ó ní Anita sent.
you
Green
see.
app or black app, which one?
So the stupid girl that said she didn't see Adura, but in her deposition she wrote that she, Adura, and others took him to the hospital.
Aníwèrè ni wọ́n jọ. Mo máa
Then
post it
another
online.
part, the other part was that according to the lawyer today, she said the same thing in her deposition, that they went to the police station together. So when those fools that came back from the inquest were saying the hospital, Kuramed gave them
Okay.
the police report, no, it was at the police station
All
that they
right,
gave
I
it
have it.
to. Oh yeah,
Let
read
me
it.
read it to
Read
you.
it.
When they came as a video. Thank you so much, Bismida. I love you. Kí lélẹ̀ wọ́n fẹ́ fọ́ mi lójú o. Okay, in the Coroner Court of Lagos State, in the Ikorodu Magistrate District, holding at Ikorodu in the matter of inquest into the death of late Ilerioluwa Oladimeji Aloba, aka Mohbad, suit number, written deposition on oath of Ogedengbe Feishayo. I, Ogedengbe Feishayo, female Christian adult Nigerian citizen of, what is this? 11 whatever her address is, do hereby make an oath and statement as follows: that I am the deponent herein, and by virtue of which facts deposed are within my personal knowledge. Number 2, that I am an auxiliary nurse by profession. Number 3, that I had my nursing training at Cornerstone Hospital at Akute, Ogun State, under Dr. Temitope Maxine between 2014 and 2017. Number 4, that after my training at Cornerstone Hospital, I worked with the hospital for a year before I relocated from the area. Number 5, that on the 11th day of September 2023, I was contacted by a client of mine, Abayomi Sodiq, also known as Spending. Number 6, that Spending contacted me to come and administer tetanus injection on a friend of his who got injured on his hand, and he suspects there is a piece of glass in the court. Number 7, that I was unable to meet up with the appointment on the 11th of September 2024 due to heavy traffic at mile 2 on my way from Cotonou, Benin Republic. Number 8, that on the 12th of September 2024, I was contacted by one Abayomi who said Spending gave him my number and he sent the address where we were supposed to meet. Number 9, that I requested to see the court he was talking about that required the tetanus injection. It was sent to me on WhatsApp and I was surprised that it was a small court. Number 10, that I got to the venue of the appointment at about 2:30 p.m., which was at an estate in Orchid, Lekki area. 1 second, okay. Number 11, that on getting to the venue of the appointment, I saw the person with the cut on his right hand. Number 12, that it was not until I got to the house, which was the venue of the appointment, that I got to know that it was Mohbad's Ilerioluwa Oladimeji's house. Number 13, that I met Mohbad in a room in the house and there were 2 other people in the room with us. Number 14, that the other 2 people in the room with us were Abayomi, the DJ, and his wife. Number 15, that it was the lower part of the right hand of Mohbad that was swollen. Number 16, that I gave Mohbad the tetanus injection on his upper arm intramuscular route. Number 17, that I asked Mohbad if he was you asked Otu Paro, that I asked Mohbad if he was an ulcer patient and he said yes. So I didn't give him diclofenac injection. Instead, I gave him paracetamol injection. Number 18.
It's not a lie now, she asked.
No, they did not say when she was talking in the corner, they said she said Wumi told her.
No. She was
And that she was not saying, thank
asked.
God he told me. She didn't ask, oh, is she crazy? Number 18, that I gave Mohbad 4 meals of paracetamol and 1 meal of water. I don't understand. 4 mil paracetamol and 1 ml of water and total of 5
Mix it
ml.
now. She'll mix it now.
No, Momo. Where was I now? Lilibet, I will arrest you. A total of 5 ml, which is the normal dosage for adults. And I gave him intravenously through the vein. Number 19, that I diluted, was this one? Ceftriaxone injection, 10 ml, and gave him slowly. Yoniroshi. Number 20, that I explained to Mohbad and his wife that the paracetamol and the ceftriaxone injection were for pain and to treat bacterial infection. He was feeling uncomfortable because the arm was swollen. Number 21, that while taking the ceftriaxone injection, he had taken up to 2 meals and he said he wants to vomit. Number 22, that his wife and Abayomi were present while all this was going on, and Mohbad himself was asking questions about the injection. He had taken up, was asking questions about the injection I was giving him and counting them. Number 23, that I was surprised at his statement, but since that was how he was feeling, I decided to remove the injection. Can you imagine? She's now saying she decided to remove the injection, not that it was Mohbad that said she removed the injection. I was surprised at his statement, but since that was how he was feeling, I decided to remove the injection, and he went to vomit in the toilet and came back to sit on the floor in the room. Number 24, that after Mohbad came back from the toilet where he had gone back to vomit and sat on the floor, I noticed goosebumps all over his body. Number 25, that I was surprised and showed his wife the goosebumps, and she said it was normal reaction to injection and that if we pour water on his body, it would be fine. Please, what is Anita reading? I'm reading the nurse's deposition. This kind of life will tire you. 26, that there were 4 people, me, Mohbad, his wife, Abayomi, DJ, in the room from the time I started to administer the medication on Mohbad till the time the goosebumps appeared on his body. Number 27, that I then asked Mohbad's wife, why didn't she tell me that he usually reacts to injection? Number 28, that the wife then took him to the bathroom and started pouring water on his head. This guy is mad. Number 29, that I then notified Abayomi DJ that we should locate the nearest pharmacy. Number 30, that I left the withdrawn medication, ceftriaxone injection, in the syringe in the room I was treating Mohbad. Number 31, that there was no vehicle in the premises to convey me and Abayomi DJ to the nearest pharmacy. As a result, we had to run to the nearest pharmacy. Number 32, that I wanted to get hydrocortisone, aka hydrocort, injection and normal saline infusion at the pharmacy to treat the allergic reaction of the goosebumps and help Mohbad with dehydration. Number 33, that when I and Abayomi got to the nearest pharmacy, we couldn't get hydrocortisone, aka hydrocort injection, and normal saline infusion. Number 34, that I and Abayomi DJ then started running again in the estate to look for another pharmacy since the first pharmacy didn't have the medication I needed. Number 35, that when we got to the second pharmacy, we were able to get the hydrocortisone, aka hydrocort injection, and normal saline infusion. Number 36, that at the time I was about that at this time it was about 3 p.m. While I and Abayomi were running from one pharmacy to another, Abayomi was receiving calls, and I heard when he said Mohbad was convulsing, and I told him that he should tell the person he was talking to that arrangement should be made to take Mohbad to the hospital. Number
Can you pause?
30,
Sorry. Just noticed something. She said she gave the injection time interval. Unfortunately, she got to the house 2:30. She ran out to the chemist by
3
3
p.m.
o'clock. That means all the injection she gave to to Mohbad is between 30 minutes, and
Even
that is a
less than
very
7.
wrong. Let me just say 30 minutes. That is a very wrong time.
Okay.
No, very wrong. Another malpractice.
Number 37, that by the time I and Abayomi DJ got back to Mohbad's house, Mohbad had already been carried outside of his house. As a result, the hydrocortisone, aka hydrocort injection, and normal saline infusion I got from the second pharmacy could not be administered. Number 38, that at this point I didn't have access to get back into Mohbad's house as everybody in the house were already outside, and the plan was to get Mohbad to the hospital as quickly as possible. Number 39, that Mohbad did not convulse in my presence. Neither was he convulsing when I got back to his house. Number 40, that there was still no vehicle to convey us to the hospital, so it was Mohbad's neighbor that offered to assist us to get Mohbad to the hospital. I thought you people said Mohbad's car was fine. Number 41, that on our way to the hospital in the neighbor's vehicle, I and Mohbad's wife sat at the front passenger seat, while Adura, Mohbad's brother, Abayomi DJ, and Mohbad were at the back seat.
Suddenly, Adura appeared.
Ebolo Adura wèrè.
She didn't see Adura. Adura was
I
not
knew
there.
where they
Adura did not say
were.
anything that was there. Oh.
That's what she said at the
These
inquest.
people,
That
sir.
Adura met them at the hospital.
I knew where they
But when she said she didn't see Adura that day, why can't Adura tell us that, okay, I saw this girl, I was there, she
Adura
saw me.
was not there.
And they
Adura
were
was
happy
not
that,
That's in his own inquest.
exonerate Adura.
Adura was
that
not
one.
there. Adura was not
In
there.
that one, Adura said all
now.
that at his own inquest.
Adura was
No,
not
no,
there
no,
when she was
no.
giving her own.
Immediately, no. What I'm trying to say is, when that nurse said all those things in Corona,
Inquest.
why can't, because in the inquest, why can't because the next day White was jubilating that Oteti exonerate Adura ò sí ńbẹ̀, what you Adura, why can't they tell us that báwo ló ṣe máa sọ pé mo ò sí ńbẹ̀, mo wà ńbẹ̀. So that's
Adura
what I'm
was
trying
not
to
That
say.
one is
inquest
not
with her now,
necessary.
so that one is not necessary.
No,
She
she's
already
talking
given his
about the next day when King
No,
White
the next
was
day. No, I'm not saying about the
King White is
inquest.
not important.
The
That's why
next
it's
day,
Exactly.
because okay.
Adura
Please,
doesn't have
Anita
time
reading the
for
law
that
citizen.
because
No,
his
this is not law
CCC is
citizen.
everywhere.
This is the
Everybody can
position.
see that.
The position Monka they
Okay.
see CDC.
So I think she did
Okay,
not
Lilibet, I
plan
understand
she
now.
didn't plan her story well because how
Yeah.
can you have deposed
John torí Ọlọ́run jẹ́
post an
nǹkan
affidavit?
No,
You're
but
now
she
saying
come
something.
off interlock see now.
ẹ wọ́n jẹ́ kí n tálù dín ó pẹ́ John torí
So sorry.
if not I will arrest all of you this night. Ibo ni mo wà níṣì mi ò rántí mọ́ níṣì ẹ rí nǹkan níṣì.
Now she was
No one.
naming the people in the car.
Kí ẹ wí?
She was naming the people in the car on their way
But on our way to the hospital in the neighbor's vehicle, I and Mohbad's wife sat at the front passenger seat, while Adura, Mohbad's brother, Ayobami DJ, and Mohbad were at the back seat. Number 42, that there was terrible traffic and heavy traffic. There was terrible and heavy traffic on the road that day, that due to this, Mohbad had to be put on a motorbike to get him to the hospital. Number 43, that I had to get down from the neighbor's vehicle and I started running after the motorbike that Mohbad was on due to the heavy traffic, and it took about 20 20 minutes 20 minutes to get to the first hospital. Number 44, that when we eventually got Mohbad to the first hospital, the medical personnel on ground initially didn't want to attend to him and it almost caused chaos, but they later attempted CPR, cardiopulmonary resuscitation on him in the hospital. Number 45, that after the CPR, the doctor proclaimed Mohbad brought in dead. I became shocked and confused. That the doctor on call at the first hospital called me aside and asked me what medication I administered on Mohbad. Number 47, that I explained myself to the doctor, the medication I gave Mohbad and the dosage that was administered. Number 48, that Darusha then met us at the first hospital while Spending was on his way to the first hospital. Number 49, that when Darusha came and heard that Mohbad was dead, he didn't believe it and insisted he was taking Mohbad to another hospital. Number 30, that Mohbad was put into Darusha's vehicle. There wasn't enough space for me to follow the vehicle, but I remember that Mohbad's wife followed Darusha. Number 51, that I and Ayobami DJ joined Spending in the Uber he came with, while Ayobami was calling someone in Darusha's vehicle to know their whereabouts. Number 52, that we eventually got to know that Darusha had taken Mohbad to another hospital at Osapa, London in Lekki. Hey, stepmother new. Number 53, the position show that it took us about 20 minutes to get to the second hospital due to the heavy traffic. Ordinarily, it wouldn't have taken us more than 10 minutes. That by the time we got to the second hospital, it was almost 6 p.m. and we met Darusha and some people that followed him. Mohbad was outside the hospital because the management of the hospital for pulse on Mohbad, but there was none. 55, that the doctor on call at the second